dripping, dripping, dripping. Modisch clothing, we dripping. Hollywood, we flexing. International, we flying. Modisch lifestyle, we dripping, dripping, dripping. Modisch clothing, we dripping. Hollywood, we flexing. International, we flying. Modisch lifestyle, we dripping, dripping. Modisch clothing, we dripping. Hollywood, we flexing. International, we flying. Modisch lifestyle, got it from Philly. Every city now we bought it. See me on the drip. Every city now they talking. Modisch is a swag. Everybody wanna drip. Every season different drip. Now you see more depth, yeah. From the basement we working. On the screen we wavy. Hollywood we flexing.
Hey man, we here, man. We back for another episode, man. Vanquish Plugged In, man. Live from North Hollywood. Come on, tap in with us, man. For all your event spaces, podcast rentals, private parties, studio time, photo shoots, green screen, white walls. We got the whole nine, man. But, you know, today we on a podcast tip right now. We got a special guest, man, all the way from Philly.
East Coast.
You know what I mean? Tapping all the way in from Philly, man. But he's live in L.A., man. Based in L.A. right now. Going crazy, been going crazy, man. Go ahead, step up to the mic, man. Let them know who you are, man. What you got going on, man.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Tay, the owner of Modisch Clothing. I'm a fashion designer.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got the drip on deck. You know what I'm saying?
Got
if you
that
want
spot.
The drip master.
if you want to get drippy,
We gotta drop
get
bombs,
fly,
man.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta get on that Modisch.
We gotta drop bombs, man.
You know what I'm saying?
They call it. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. They run. I've been with this guy a lot of places, man. They just run up and say, "Drip, drip. We need drip, man. We need drip, man."
And he give it to them custom.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Handmade, cut and soak. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
We got it on now, man. Tailor-made leather pants drop. You know what I'm saying? And I'm I'm 6'7", 240, man. So my guy get me fly, man. He get me right. He get anybody fly, any size, any type, man. I mean, it's all tailor-made. It's all handmade. It's all handcrafted, man.
I'm happy to see that you have some tailor-made clothing on and not the baby Gap crop.
Oh,
so
my
you came and got him
God.
right.
Come on.
We appreciate that. So, you know.
Come on, man. We are we gonna go there?
No, it's a new
I'm
week.
just
It's a new
saying,
episode.
man.
So we
Come on, Miss Moo. Are we going Miss Moo? Is we gonna go there? Let's chill. Let's chill today. Because it can get crazy and we can just be like,
It can.
It can just get wild. We don't want to do that. But so what's going on, man? What's going on with this thing, man? What's going on with this brand, this Modisch lifestyle? It's a lifestyle, right?
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That fashionable lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
That's
what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't that Modisch, you ain't really dripping like that.
Ain't really dripping like that, right?
Now, I want to know, because there's so many people right now who have clothing lines, but we want to talk about what makes yours super unique. So we want to go all the way back to when you first got started, where this came from. I know that your father was a popular fashion designer back in Liberia. So we're going to go all the way back to Liberia and talk about
Liberia in the house, man. Let's drop a bomb on Liberia, right? Like, man, let's drop a bomb for Liberia, man.
So where did the inspiration get started?
Well, I was born and raised in Liberia. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's in West Africa. So, this is growing up, like, someone running the family. You know what I'm saying? That's a family business. My dad was a tailor, but he passed when I was, like, at a young age. So, I basically picked up from, like, different, like, tailor working for us, because my sister had a tailoring shop. And growing up, that was my playground. Right. That's why I used to be at after school. And that's how I picked up the sewing machine and started, like, learning how to make clothes and stuff like that. So when I came here, I already had the skills. I already knew how to make clothes. So, and fashion was something that I was into. You know what I'm saying? So I just decided to start my own brand.
Okay.
So when we was in junior high school, you was basically more advanced than everybody else. Cause I ain't gonna lie, man. I met Modisch, man. Like, I think it was probably 6th grade going into 7th grade that summer and all that. And that's back then when, like, junior high, we still had like sewing class, cooking class, and We had those type of things going on. Wood shop, all them things is probably not even happening right now.
Yeah,
but
the full line.
I'm saying, like, when you got to sewing class though, like, was you like, because I had to learn how to sew when I got in there. Like, we was learning, and then I would go home because I ain't gonna lie, my grandmother lived with me. Like, when we moved from West Philly back to the county, she was still like used to be in the, like, I used to come home from school and she would be downstairs with the ironing board with the sewing machine on top of it.
Yeah.
Like, down, and she'd be sewing stuff and sewing different things, and you know what I mean? That's how I kind of like started picking up on that from in school, but I knew, like, my grandmother always would sew. She would sew stuff.
Yeah, when I had sewing class, I already knew how to sew. So
Yeah,
like,
so you wasn't at the learning stage with
it wasn't like oh yeah, this my first time. I already knew how to make clothes. You know what I'm saying? Certain stuff, like, I was teaching the teachers how to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm trying to get at. So you was already,
So, like,
you was standing out then.
I was
That's what I'm
already-
saying. So
like, but that's where it sparked it back up though. Cause when I came to the U.S., I wasn't like, I ain't just got behind the sewing machine. Just like being in school and having sewing class, I was making jerseys for my homies and stuff like that, like custom jerseys.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like in high school. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
for
like,
sure.
I already had the skills, so like that just sparked it back up. You know what I'm saying?
And when you moved to Philly from Liberia, did you learn or get influence over there from like the style? Because I know at first you were implementing animal print in your beginning line. So was the style over there like influencing the way you were designing, or was it just like something that you mocked up in your head?
Well, at that time, it was just like something that I seeing that I knew that it was going to be the next thing.
Yeah.
It didn't have nothing to do with, because I'm African, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just like, all right, this the next thing in fashion is going to be animal print.
Because at that time, animal print was coming out a little bit
Exactly.
more in our fashion.
It was
So
going crazy.
So
Yeah,
it's like, all
that's why I
right,
had to-
animal print, and then
don't play with me.
I just like took that wave and ran with it, and then
Yeah.
started making like the animal print T-shirts and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Because definitely in the 90s too, I felt like leopard print, like cow print, all that was way more popular in
definitely
fashion than
It's
now.
definitely lit.
Yeah.
Fashion repeats itself.
And then you got into making the jeans. I remember you was going crazy with the jeans. You was grabbing the jeans.
Yeah, that's
So that's like one of the things that you was getting into, like with the hand stitched jeans and things of that nature. Like how'd you slide into that? Because I remember, I think like around that time, what was it? That was Azora. What was that, Azora?
talking about the brand.
Yeah,
Oh, you talking
they
about
was
Zora?
heavy with the what. It
Well,
was Zora. It was a couple of other brands that was heavy with the stitching jeans and things of that nature. Like,
Oh yeah, it was a lot
yeah.
of
So
jeans, like
I remember
True
you had gotten
Religion
to your
jeans.
own thing, and your joint was just crushing. Everybody like,
It
yo,
was
this
like
cool.
it was like True Religion jeans. It was like Monarch
With the
jeans.
heavy stitching.
It was like Nietzsche. It was like a whole
Nietzsche,
bunch of, yeah, it was like
Nietzsche.
a bunch of different jeans. But that's what made me start mine. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, damn, because at that time I used to spend a lot of money on jeans, especially like that's when True Religion and stuff like that was like was trendy. So I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I can make my own jeans. Like I told my homies, like, yeah, I'm gonna start making my own jeans. And
Right.
then I just started like that, and I just
Right.
went to the store, got some fabric, came home, had a sewing machine. You know what I'm saying? Started making my own jeans.
Yeah.
That's how that started.
And so when you see today, when there's so many people who are making like fast fashion, and you being a designer that from childhood was creating on your own. So when you see the state of fashion right now, and there's so much fast fashion going on, but you've been a designer that's been at it since you was younger, doing it authentic, like how do you feel about the state of fashion and everyone just printing shirts and getting vendors?
I mean, that's the new way of fashion right now. I mean, I don't feel no type of way. It's evolving. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The new kids, that's the way they know how to. Since Virgil, that's how Virgil introduced fashion to the new generation. So
Yeah.
now it's like more like graphic designing instead of like actual fashion designing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like that's what's trendy right now. But after a while, it's gonna come back to like the real organic fashion, like hand making custom pieces and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I don't feel no type of way about it. It's just like you gotta adapt to the new era.
Yeah, but it still shows like the success that you've had by authentically making your, items. It shows a difference between just the fast copycat fashion. Because especially here in LA, I see a lot of people go downtown, create boutiques, and it just feel like which vendor is selling it cheaper, and you see brands showing the same shirts.
Right.
So let's talk about how you transition into, you know, you were in Philly, you're making this locally, but then you transitioned into bringing your brands to rappers on tour, and like how were you able to reach artists that were super big at that time?
But once I figured out how to like network and get my brand like out there, like as far as like getting it on the big artists, so it's like I travel a lot, I move around a lot, so I don't just sit in Philly and try to reach out. Like I actually try to go places. If I know like something going on in LA, I'm there.
Right.
I try to get back.
But when you first started though, like when you first transitioned into Modisch, that brand, like what did you do as far as getting it out there to you know, because I know from since I can remember, you've been working with different artists and rappers since like 10, 15 years now. So like, what did you do to take your brand first of all like to that level where you took it from your basement in Yaden, PA to like, who's the first celebrity you worked with? Probably like Young Thug, or it was way before Young Thug. But so let's go into who that was, and then like what steps did you take to get to that level at that time? Because this was like before Instagram and all that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, what steps did you take personally for you to get to that level, to get your thing into a quote unquote celebrity, a person of platform, to get your brand in their hands, so that now your brand is on a stage now.
So from the start, I already knew I had a strong brand. You feel what I'm saying? I already knew what I had just from the gate. So it's like, and in order for people to see like what you got going on, you got to move around. You got to like meet people. You know what I'm saying? Especially like people who like influence and people follow and stuff like that. So when I first started, like people like Tiana Taylor, like, you know, when she first started popping, she was one of the first people that I had wearing my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was making her like leather outfits and stuff.
Yeah, she's swaggy.
Shout out to her.
So you was doing a leather back then?
Yeah, I was doing leather.
You telling me
that? Yeah, Fab. Everybody was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember the Fabulous wave. Like, yo, this guy has so many waves with so many different
icons too. That's dope to have.
And a lot of these artists, even like Fab, he stuck with you from all these years until now. Because I remember just not too long ago, Fab had on the leather outfit not too long ago.
He was one of the first person that had on the leather outfit. Like when I first started making leather, he was one of the first person that wore my leather pants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and that happened through like, cause at that time Emily was his girl, so she had host something for her. She had host like a fashion show or something like that. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I ended up getting a connection with Fab, and you know what I'm saying? He ended up wearing my stuff and stuff like that.
And I feel like you being humble right now. So we're gonna talk about all the people who have worn his clothes, because he's over here like, you know, maybe this person. So from my research alone, I seen French Montana, I seen Gunna, we seen G Herbo, Future. We're gonna get into that recently. Okay. I mean, you can keep naming them, but you've had a lot.
You just came off tour with G Herbo, right? Let's talk about that. Like, how did you get into linking in with that, going on tour, and you know, being his personal stylist on tour? Like how did that come about, and like what was the thing that's like made that connection happen, and was that was a good experience for you in that situation? How did that come about?
It was a dope experience. You know, that's all it came about, just like building a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Just for me and him being cool, and then I made a lot of outfits for him. You know what I'm saying? And then he was going on tour, and then I'm the person that was already making clothes for him.
Right.
So it's only right for him to be like, yo, Modisch, I need 10 outfit. We going on tour.
I don't think so though, bro. It's G Herbo, man. I'm sure like a lot of them artists fuck with a lot of different brands, bro. Yeah, so it was something that you had going on that he was like, yo, this is the flyest shit I get my hands on.
Yeah, it's
like
not,
I need to
it's
be
not Modisch, it's that fashionable lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like all that custom made leather pieces. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody really doing that.
And you're pulling up to the scene and making it right there if need be.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
so it's like,
literally.
Yeah, it's different.
And you had a couple live showcases where you actually, you know, brought the sewing machine out on stage and actually made pieces live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I try, whenever I do events, I try to show people that I really can do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not on the internet just telling you I hand make stuff. Nah, I'm showing you in person so you can see, like.
And that's something that's huge that I hope that fashion designers that are watching take note, because I think in the digital age where it's fast fashion and when people are just posting online, like you really gotta go to your city sometimes, really touch people, really have like tangible shows and opportunities for people to actually connect with you in person. So it sounds like those connections are what led to more connections of artists and celebrities, seeing that showcase in person and that becoming like a popular event. Sounds like what, some people should definitely do when they get started.
Yeah, nah, for sure. You gotta move around. You gotta make yourself known. You gotta get yourself in all these different doors, you feel what I'm saying? So people can understand what you got going on. Right. But if you just sit in one location, you're not gonna go to the next level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you got some heavy marketing on the internet going on, shit. But
yeah.
What's the OG name from New York? That was doing the Gucci and the Louis collabs, and he was Dapper Dan.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. So did he have an effect on like on the fashion like situation you got going on as far as like just making a powerful impact on hip hop and different situations where he just he had a special style with him where he was because all that shit was tailor made.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
He was tailoring. Like literally, like Louis vests, Louis suits, and all that for the biggest drug dealers, the biggest actors, all that. Nah, real talk though. Like he was dapper. He was Dapper Dan. He was like, niggas was coming to get that shit tailored down. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like even with you, like you doing a lot of like tailoring for like a lot of big time niggas where they like, yo, I gotta get my shit dapper down. Like,
and that's how sometimes it comes down to. Some people look at me like that. About you remind me of like the younger, like the next Dapper Dan, you feel what I'm saying? So
for sure.
Like that, because it's like I'm custom making pieces for artists and stuff like that, and that's the same route he was going for a long time. You feel what I'm saying? Till like he got recognized for doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Got
for sure
platform, shit like that. And that's the same shit I'm doing, but I'm building my own brand. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's so much influence with the culture, with music and fashion, like hip hop. We've always started the trends, enhanced the trends. So I'm sure working with music artists, has transcended it.
As far as fashion wise, the artists move the fashion. They want to dictate what's hot and what's not hot, what's high end and what's not high end. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because some rapper, they're not wearing nothing if it's not that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why it's like certain people see certain people wearing something, they be like, oh, that's what's next, or I need that.
Yeah.
He's wearing it, that's the next thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's talking about it, that must be the next wave. You know what I'm saying?
So how did you start your impact in LA? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. When I first moved out of LA, I linked in with you. You know what I mean? And I didn't know what the hell was going on out here. And I think probably like the fourth month of me living out here, we went to Coachella. And this is when I really realized, like, cause this is my man. I knew him since 6th grade. You know what I mean? And he was already a celebrity for where I was from. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the whole hood, we all wearing his brand. So it's like, you know what I mean? But I knew he was one of the first to go live out LA and make moves out LA, but I never saw it firsthand. So I remember when we came out Coachella, it was like what, Smokey Margella, King Combs. It was all these dudes running up to him like, yo, we need to drip. And he's just telling me how this shit go out here. I ain't gonna lie, he told me a lot about how this shit go out here, and he introduced me to a lot of people. I think he introduced me to Jeremy Meeks for the first time, and shout out Jeremy Meeks, that's my guy, man. Yeah. And like all these people knew him, like they knew him. He wasn't coming up to them; they was running to this guy. So I'm like, damn, like he really lit out LA like this. You see what I'm saying? We run into the car. He bringing the clothes out. They already know what's going on when they see him. You know what I'm saying? So like, how did you, bro, for real, like, cause you know what I mean, it's hard to do that. So how did you get your brand like flowing out LA like that in these years?
Like I said, just me moving around, bro. I try to get places. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if it's like the BET Awards going up, all right, I'm in LA, I'm trying to get backstage and I'm trying to link, you know what I'm saying?
Were you one of those designers that used to like, you bogart a celebrity, like, yo, I got a shirt for you, I got this for you, like, were you aggressive like that?
No, I wasn't aggressive like that. Like I said, I know.
It's not a bad thing if you were.
Yeah, I wasn't aggressive like that. I know what I got, and it's like, you know, fashion is a domino effect, and 1 out of 10, somebody already seen what I got. I just have to let them know, oh, yo, that's me with that Modisch.
Right.
And they're like, oh, yeah, I need some shit. And I'm like, I got some shit in my suitcase right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always move around with clothes. So it's like, I'm
That's
not
crazy.
empty-handed. So if I meet somebody I never met before, yeah, bro, I got some clothes for you. You know what I'm saying? What size you wear? You know what I'm saying?
And one thing
Like
I can
that.
say about LA too is like the fashion tip out here, I'm sorry, is nothing like the East Coast. Like I'm from New York, y'all from Philly, and y'all already know like the influence when East Coast people come over here. We have a different type of swag out there that sometimes I'm sure helps kind of stand out on this side. You know, even the change of weather, right? When we wear, you know, leather, Timbs, whatever, it's a little different. So people kind of swag it out, you know, out here, and it's a new look. So I'm sure that plays a part too, for sure.
Yeah, LA, you know, the weather up and down, so you.
It's the best. It's the best of both worlds, though.
It is.
Like it's where you can like really get dressed,
really
shorty,
get
and all that, and then
dressed,
now you can bring out, you could bring the trench coats out with the motherfucking, I mean, boots and all. Like, I mean,
Listen, I didn't think I was gonna be one of those girls wearing like shorts and boots in the summer out here, and I'm right there.
I know.
With them.
You know what's crazy? Like I was one of them dudes that never really wore the hoodies. In Philly, like niggas really wear hoodies like that, but it'd be for a different type of call. You know what I'm saying? But like out LA, like I started wearing hoodies. Like hoodies is like the thing out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, it's just like people adapt to that environment of the temperature change. It's like the best of both worlds,
Right.
man. So it's like the Modisch print level, the Modisch print sweatsuits is something that's definitely jumping off crazy. You know what I'm saying? We got the new look right now that you got on right now.
These the new sweatsuits right here.
Yeah.
I just dropped. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to drop another color though. These one almost sold out. So
Those are hard.
I ain't gonna lie, this dude called me like, I think it was like 3 weeks ago. He said, yo, Horace, come on, man, we going down there to fuck with Dirk and Rob 49 now. I said, this boy had me at the video shoot, at a private video shoot.
you feel what I'm
I
saying?
walk in the building with Lil Dirk and all them niggas just sitting in front of me, and they all dabbing him up. I was just like, damn,
Need a
like,
plug. Yeah,
like he
listen.
really like, you know what I'm saying? Like he one of them dudes that like he every time like it don't matter where we at, we getting in. Like, you know what I'm saying? We went backstage with Chris Brown.
Yeah, man.
Like, yo, this dude, I ain't gonna lie to you, like he really my man. Like when we float, like floating with him is different.
It's a fashion plug.
Like,
Listen.
like
Yeah,
but they always calling him to the scene with this thing, man. So like it's just like a different situation. Like seeing my friend like
High demand.
really out here getting these rooms and just having it around and just being a part of this shit is like, you know what I mean? Like he's one of the first people I met out here that really like put me around, quote unquote, what we call celebrities and shit like that. Like it's about nothing. Like he just in the room, like come on, just throwing it on.
Man.
Yeah.
And once you got something good, like you can get in any door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
And it speaks to the. Sorry, go ahead.
And it's like, especially fashion, everybody like to get fly. If you got something fly, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just gonna say like it speaks to the fact that like when you know your worth and you know you have something good, you can lead with that. You know, sometimes people come out here and they're thirsty, they get in a room or like just kind of beg for opportunities. But sometimes it's like you can put yourself out there, but if you know your worth and you know what you got is one of one, really, because it's custom. You know it's gonna be in demand. You know, so what are your like goals with the brand? You know, obviously you've been in some runway shows, but do you think Fashion Week, you know, LA, New York?
You just featured for fashion. You headline for Philly Fashion Week. Shout out Kevin Parker. That's my brother.
Yeah, I did Philly Fashion Week. I was supposed to do it this year, but I ain't really had the time to like put the.
Oh, that was last year.
together.
You featured in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what's the?
But do you want a New York Fashion Week, LA, London Fashion Week? Like, how do you want to expand?
My plan, like, to do like Philly Fashion, not Philly, New York Fashion Week, and then Paris Fashion Week.
Fashion Week.
That'll be
You know what
hard.
I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's like
We're gonna speak that. You heard it here first. It's gonna happen.
That's kind of already there. I just gotta make it happen.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm
dope.
saying?
Okay.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. And I just got done producing my first movie out here, so I had him come through and do the styling for the movie.
Ooh, that's hard.
So that's gonna be another feature
drop a
for
bomb
him.
for that
You know what I
one.
mean, for real,
That's hard.
Kingpins, man. It's dropping Halloween.
The trailer
Yeah, we
is
got
fire.
it doing big
You know what I'm
things,
saying?
man,
So
you know what I'm
we got the Modisch going on in there. So him and Kevin Parker from Philadelphia Fashion Week flew out and they both styled my movie. You know what I mean?
that's
So that
hard.
was like that was good. That was crazy situation for me, like to be out there with my brother and just, you know what I'm saying? Like we we chasing dreams and we doing it together. You know what I'm saying? Being on that situation. So that was definitely powerful, man.
I'm sure it's inspiring to like full circle moment when you grow up together and you see, you out here working on projects together. That's dope. Because Issa Rae said network across. That's how you grow. Always got to look,
crazy.
Back forward, but definitely the people that are coming up with you, So that's dope.
Sure.
So I want to know about, what it took to create the brand as far as like financially, right? Like there's a lot of entrepreneurs that watch the show. And so there's people who want to build a brand. And did you feel like in the beginning, did you take, funding that you had to create the materials, or how was like the entrepreneur, a route of your brand when growing it?
See, mine was like from the muscle, you feel what I'm saying? I ain't really like take out no like loan, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just like me grinding day to day, like every day. At first I had a job before, like that's once I lost that job, that's when I'm like, all right, this is what I need to do at full time.
Right.
Like fashion, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, I forgot
So it's
about
like
that.
I kept going hard, you know what I'm saying? Like up till now, like everything I make, I put it back into my brand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I invest into myself every time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I keep elevating. So it's like it's not like I went to the bank and grabbed a loan, or like I had somebody backing me, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like everything mostly it's like just me like reinvesting into myself just to get to the next level.
And have you considered, like, even at this level where you're at now, getting investors and expanding it even more, or are you kind of just by the muscle still making your profit, putting it back in?
I mean, I'm still doing that, but I'm on the route of trying to like probably like get invested, like looking for investors and stuff like that, just to like take me to
Let's talk about you and YSL, man.
the next level.
Okay.
But why, what YSL and all that? You know what I mean? Like, how did that come about? And you fucking with Doug and linking in with them, and being around Gunna and shit like that. You know what I mean? Before he even took off his career, like what's the relationship with you on YSL and you know what I mean? Just working with Young Thug personally, like not even the YSL brand, but just you and Young Thug, because this nigga had me with Young Thug one night and Gunna at a music video shoot, private joint. I'm in there with Doug, Gunna, everybody. I'm just saying, chill. This nigga got me in the mix. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Hey, man.
We in a Young Thug video out of nowhere. He just tell me come get him, and we that's thing I know. Me and him in this little small private VIP room somewhere, and Young Thug and Gunna, Gunna and them shooting the video. I'm just in there with him, like. But I know like him and Thug been fucking with each other for a long time. Free Thug too. Right, you know what I'm saying? So like how did that relationship come about? Like how did that, you know what I mean? Because he's not a person that's letting you fade away. He's always bringing you back. Like I said, he don't chase these relationships, man.
With him, it's just, like I said, it's the fashion, it's the drip. So it's like, I mean, from like before he got like big, like when I first linked with them, like one of his stylists was like, I was cool with his stylist, so it was like every time I used to feed him clothes, like, and every time he gets something from me, he always wore it. You feel what I'm saying? I remember the first time I met him, it was in Atlanta outside like 11:45, like it was a party going on. And then he was outside. I just walked up to him like, yo, what's up? I'm OD, da-da-da-da. You feel me? I make clothes. You know what I'm saying? I got some shit in the car right now for you. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, go grab it. But when I came back, he had already left. But he still got it because somebody was out there that was going to meet with him. So like, yo, I'm about to go to the studio with Thug right now. So you can give me whatever you got for him. You know what I'm saying? And then once he got it, like 2 weeks later, I was seeing a picture on Instagram and he was wearing it. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, it was just like, whenever we was in the same like city or same area, I pulled up to the show and like it was all love and shit like that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And then he started to see me more often. You feel what I'm saying? And then he bought a whole suitcase for me one time. I pulled up at one of his shows in New York, and then I had a whole suitcase of Modisch with me. He seen how people were reacting, like how his his people were reacting to the drip.
Wow.
Like trying to get stuff, and then he was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just buy the whole suitcase from you." You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I'm like, "He a real nigga for that." You know what I'm saying? And then I started fucking with him like that.
And that's dope too, because I feel like a lot of artists and people who have status will try to do, I shout you out, whatever. But the fact that he was like, I'll buy it from you.
Oh yeah.
Respects. Because sometimes I feel like people have issues with trying to get exposure versus getting their money, was worth. Because it's a lot of work you put into custom design. So
yeah, but it's like certain celebrities, they know what you chasing, they know what you're trying to accomplish, and some people they know their worth too. Like, at the same time, like, all right, I can get you lit with no problem, but you know what I'm saying, with you, they gotta believe in your shit too. You know what I'm saying? They gotta believe in whatever you got going on, for them to do that.
And it makes sense, the celebrities that you work with so far, because I feel like they have a really like eclectic style. Like Tiana Taylor, Fab, and Thug are just known for like kind of pushing fashion boundaries and dressing really, really different. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense that they would want like a custom design and really like rock with your stuff. Yeah, because it's not just regular. It's hard.
Like even like recently, he hit me up like out of nowhere. He hit me up from jail. Like,
that jail call, man. What was that? What was that like, man?
Like, yo, I need you to make me. I need you to make me something.
Because he called me. Hold on, cause I ain't gonna lie. That was my next drink. Cause he called me. He was like, "Man, listen, dog. Doug just called me from jail, man."
You know what he just said? He just called me. I'm over here counting like when? Cause this man, he worried about some. What? You need details on this comment.
I don't know, but I ain't asking.
I ain't gonna lie.
He knows something we know, cause
he called me and told me. I was like, damn. We just sit on the phone like, damn. He really just called you from jail.
So it's like,
and it was like a calm joint. He ain't recorded. Now the regular nigga jump on the other phone and record it and do all this other crazy shit. He was just like,
so
nah,
what did Young
bro.
Thug want to talk about some fashion designs coming out, or
he just
check in with you?
He just was like, I guess he like something. I don't know what it was, but he was asking me to remake him something I already made before.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like I made him a pink outfit. You remember the pink outfit?
The pink jacket with
I made him a pink outfit, and I think the pants
with the cowboy with the what's it called with that cowboy shit that's shredding in the back?
The fringes on the
fringes. Yeah, that shit was fly.
So I don't know.
And I don't think he got that jacket though. His cousin got it, right?
Nah, he had a jacket. But
his cousin threw it on that night. We was kind of mad a little bit.
Oh yeah, I was.
Because that's the joint we went to the party and Doug didn't had a jacket on. His cousin had it on.
Somebody else had it on. I'm like, yo, damn.
But it was a crazy joint, pink leather joint with the cowboy.
We're gonna have to pull that up.
But so
it was wild.
He was like,
this dude makes some wild shit.
So he was like, you remember the pink pants you made for me? He like, yeah, I need you to put that together for me. I'm like, all right, cool. And then he was like, yeah, you remember the leather pants you made for me with the zipper in the front? But he like everything was detailed. He know exactly what he wants.
He was in there thinking.
It was like, damn.
Child.
You know what I'm saying?
That's monumental right there.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
like Young Thug, the biggest case in the motherfucking media, and he called him like, "This is what I'm trying to come home to." I mean, Thug coming home though.
And I had it ready for him. I made it.
That's dope.
You got it waiting for him. So whenever you get the chance, you probably gonna, you know what I'm saying, throw it on.
When he called me, he be calm. I be hyping this nigga the fuck up. I be hyping this nigga the fuck up. I'll be like, yo, Thug really just, nigga, what the fuck?
I hope when Thug get out that he walk out with them pink pants and then
we used to talk about shit like not too long ago. Like, man, so what's the top motherfucker? Like beyond the goal of the brand, we used to like the top. And we always would just bump back into Future. Like, damn, like now, like when Future get the hold of this shit, it's gonna be crazy. And this is probably like a month and a half ago we had this conversation, and then now,
Future with the leather hat,
like
custom.
Future's in the leather buckets right now. Like at the VMAs going, like bro, and we lying right now. We was like, bro, when Future get on this shit, it's over.
It's over, man.
And now look, a month too late, probably like 2 months later, Future is in this shit. I don't even know how that shit happened because I didn't even get that phone call.
How did you feel when you seen that? When you seen him wearing it?
I don't even know how that happened.
Man, remember I told you.
You told me.
It was in LA, and then.
You told me.
I pulled up to the studio. Remember I told you I was just at the studio with Future.
Oh yeah. You did. You told me to the Future.
I'm like, cause it's just like sometimes you just gotta see with certain people, it's like, what's their type of fashion they're into. Like, I know he wear a lot of hats.
Hats, yeah.
So, all right, leather bucket, that's something, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something I'm making for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like, it's kind of exclusive, you know what I'm saying? So, once he seen it, you feel me? It was like, I don't know, that he wear a hat, so it's like, it's only right.
I think Future put the buckets back, because the buckets are back in style right now. Crazy.
Okay.
So
Crazy.
I made him a couple different colors, you know what I'm saying?
He's been going crazy.
So there's more to come, not just the black leather.
Oh, no,
He had the purple. He had the purple.
At Fashion Week.
Okay.
One more, then he had the black one at the VMAs.
Yeah.
Modisch joint.
He had two black. I made him two different black ones. The first black joint he wear was like, it was all leather with the crocodile print around it.
Oh, that's
and
hard.
Then the one he just wore is just all leather.
That's hard. That's hard.
Lambskin leather. You know what I'm saying? And all the hats is handmade too. You know what I'm saying? So,
Ooh.
Handmade.
He said custom drip.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
custom.
The leather pants, I got them on right now.
So
Handmade.
it's just building relationship with certain people, and then that's how I'm getting close to certain artists. And this, like I said, I already know what I got in my product. It's undeniable. You feel what I'm saying? So like,
Is there one celebrity that you haven't collabed with that you're just like, this person right here is like a major collab that I would want to do?
That was it, wasn't it?
right now,
His
it'd probably
feature?
be like Kanye, because Kanye.
We talked about Kanye a lot.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I can so see that too.
I swear I used to send him Joe like when they caught Kanye sitting on the side of the road in Malibu.
He like, where you
And
at? Why you not in LA right now?
I was like, bro, let's pull up. We could probably pull up on him right now.
He like, why you not in LA right now?
I was like, why you not in LA? Kanye's just sitting around on the side of the road somewhere.
Let's go pull up on him.
Kanye, I can really see wearing it too.
But like
Shopping
But Kanye, he takes things and he invests. Like, I'm saying, like, I feel like Kanye gonna be the one to be like, yo, this is something major that I want to get involved in, because I see a lot of similarities in Kanye and him, because they love fashion, they know fashion, but it's still a situation where we got to get around a lot of loopholes to be up, and you know what I mean.
And he's so particular. Like last year we had a media brunch with Kanye West, and we all had to come in all black. One of the people showed up with like a little bit of a color, and he was like, "Nope, change your outfit." And it was crazy, but he's just so innovative in his style. He's so particular that I could picture like your brand doing a major Kanye West collab. That would be so hard.
Yeah,
crazy.
I believe.
He loves some leather.
I believe if I meet Kanye, it's like he's gonna like really be on that wave. And I said that about everybody, and that's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Because I ain't gonna lie, he just told me about we just talked about Future, bro.
And I feel like Kanye's in his season right now.
But I feel like when he meets Kanye,
it's
it's gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, and I feel like he's in the season
it's
of
gonna
like.
go somewhere.
But sometimes like, even though like these people wearing the brand, you know what I'm saying, but it's cool. But once they start talking about it and like saying really like talking about the brand, that's when we're really gonna like get it to the next level. But cause sometimes like some of these artists wear the clothing, they ain't gonna say nothing about it that you're gonna.
I just feel like they really just want to keep it exclusive, man.
So
they own situation.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause I ain't gonna lie, man, and I'm just telling you, man, I never seen G Herbo that fly in my life. He had G Herbo fly as hell the whole tour, bro.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Wild shit.
Well,
and he knew it.
Would you be against like, Pretty Little Thing, obviously fashion brand, just did a collab with Naomi Campbell. So, would you be against having a major artist do a collab with you, but you made items that were a little bit more, you put out some custom pieces rather than just making it to design it for one specific person? Or would you collab with the artist to do kind of like a bulk brand, in that order or in that way with a bigger artist, similar to like Naomi Campbell and Pretty Little Thing?
Oh yeah, like just like you see, Future just did a collab with Long Vine, so it's like something like that. Yeah, I don't mind doing a brand like that with an artist. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all that's doing is getting you more exposure and taking the brand to the next level.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because if the artist is like, if he's like hot and he got a fashion influence, that's gonna go.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I won't mind doing that.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Well, we wish
We
you
gotta
the best
figure
of
it.
luck on
I'm saying, I
that.
just feel like everything gonna be figured out. But it's just like you in the waiting room right now, bro. That's it. Cause this shit, he got options, bro. It's too much going on where it's like residual income. It's too many. It's popping too many places where you could just sit back and just be like, all right.
But I love the exclusivity
And when it
of
come,
it. You know, I love the exclusivity of it. Like I feel like
it's a wild story behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm talking about just now. I ain't gonna focus on me. Everything's on him right now. He has a wild story behind him, and from where he's from and the things he stands for. It's just like the brand means more than just the brand. You know what I mean? That's why it's Modisch lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's more going on. This shit came from out the mud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this brand is from out the mud. It ain't something that just like the rest of these dudes who's doing brand. He was doing this shit before. Milano, all these other brands from Philly, man. Shout out Milano, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, his brand is like one of the first things that started out the mud. And this dude done been all around and it's like he could go on music videos right now and show you where he's just been in shit. And you would never even notice this guy. But he's been there. He's been in the rooms for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when this shit blow, I'm not going to be surprised. You feel what I'm saying? Because I seen it. I seen what's going on. I see where it came from, and he been in a lot of rooms, and he not really the talkative type. He's just going to show up and do what he do, and it's all going to make sense. It's all going to flow. It's all going to pop off at the right time.
Yeah. What piece of advice would you give to someone watching who wants to be where you're at and create a brand, whether it's fashion or something else? What piece of advice would you give?
Whatever you're trying to do, you just gotta stay true to yourself and be consistent. You know what I'm saying? That's the advice I can give to anybody who's trying to chase the dream. And as far as fashion wise, like try to study the game and try to like find your own lane. Don't like try to follow like the trend type. You know what I'm saying? Try to be ahead, if anything.
Yeah, that's real. That's dope.
Vanquish Plugged In. Another episode, man. We down. We up. To the top, man. We staying down and we going up, man. Rocket ships, you heard? Go ahead and drop that, man.
Well, we appreciate you coming down. We wish you the best of luck, and I'm definitely going to be trying to get my custom bucket, okay?
No,
I got you.
for sure.
You got the bucket.
The wild
I want a
joint.
custom bucket. I'm bringing back the animal print custom bucket, okay? I'm a 90s girl fashion, vibe. So
Okay.
that's what we're going for. Of course. And we can't wait to see you in Paris Fashion Week and everything else.
Oh, that's already happening.
That's right there. That's around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Believe that. Tay Modisch, watching Vanquish Plugged In.
Wow.
Modisch rolling, we dripping. Hollywood,
Surprised
we
you're not cooking
flexing.
today.
International, we flying. Modisch lifestyle, we dripping. Modisch rolling, we dripping. Hollywood, we flexing. International, we flying.